This video will be examining the exploration and repair of any energy loss that is causing your life to be out of balance, be it physical, financial, personal, emotional, or whatever. The 7 Steps to Wellbeing originally appeared near the end of the main text of the Totality of God as the second half of the section subtitled Applying the System of Quadrality as a Tool for Personal Therapy or Self-Treatment. That section has been excerpted in the standalone article, How to Be Your Own Spiritual Detective, available as a free download at totalityofgod.com. The first half of the section covered the 4 cornerstones of enlightenment and healing, which is the previous video in this series and meant to be the companion to this one. Since the 7 steps invoke the 4 cornerstones, it makes sense to summarize them here along with their driving forces. Cornerstone 1. Truth. Honesty is the only policy. Cornerstone 2. Faith. Without trust, all hope is lost. Cornerstone 3. Belief. You get what you focus on. Cornerstone 4. Commitment. The power to change comes from the motivation for it. In the previous video, I explained how once you know what triggered the energy loss and where it occurred, you can diffuse the disempowering issues you've retained until now, thus preventing further leaks, and then reclaim the energy lost by releasing them. This is where the System of Quadrality and its 4 pathways will help, for now you become the participant again. In Figure 2, available in another standalone article, the 4 pathways and their symbolic attributes. Place the 2 clues you've discovered to see which paths apply, and then let them lead you to the specific words that clarify the situation or have some deeper meaning for you. Finally, look within the dualities and the quadralities that all of these words can create to reveal the inner source of the energy loss, as well as the appropriate therapy or treatment to use to heal or fix it. I've called the procedure to facilitate this the 7 Steps to Well-Being. Step 1. Anchor yourself to the 4 cornerstones. Acknowledge the loss in energy and call upon the building blocks you will need to reclaim it. The stronger your spiritual foundation is, the greater will be your physical restoration. Step 2. Seek your greatest good. Allow the alchemist in you to turn the negativity of victimization into the positivity of empowerment. Step 3. Become the witness. Detach the soul you are from the experience you had. Your soul doesn't own the energy loss. That loss merely is what has created a condition of imbalance in your body. Step 4. Access your higher wisdom. Observe without bias where the energy loss occurred and build upon the 4 cornerstones to see what might have caused it. Step 5. Compile and analyze the data. Be ready. Learn as much as you can through the 4 pathways to light and truth before you draw a conclusion. Step 6. Prescribe a therapy or treatment. Be willing. What may seem unlikely is often merely the untried. Seek the assistance of others more knowledgeable in the path you need to travel. Step 7. Take positive action. Be able. All action that is directed to achieving your greatest good is positive, even if the immediate result doesn't appear to be so. Failure only exists in failing to try. All the while, the principle of simultaneous cause and effect applies. This principle is the understanding that while what we experience at any moment is the effect of a previous cause, that experience will simultaneously contain the cause of a future effect. Both cause and effect exist in the cyclic event line that perpendicularly intersects cause and effect in a linear event line. Therefore, The attributes of cause and effect can be applied to any moment in our lives, with the realization that each provides us with the opportunity to analyze the results of our previous choices and then make a better choice. In so doing, and fully living in that moment, allowing response to follow stimulus as close as we can, but in a proactive, empowering way rather than a reactive, disabling way, we no longer have to feel as if we are what I refer to as prisoners of our past. Any unhealthy or non-productive pattern can be broken, any pain healed, when a person, if willing, gains the awareness and the means to do so. This is key because being ready, willing, and able concerns not just our initial assessment and response, but any we make based upon the initial result achieved. Experiencing a cause produces an action, which leads to an effect. If you remain the witness, you stay within this spiritual triunity where old effect equals new cause, and an enlightened action contains the seed of positivity. Otherwise, you move into physical quadrality, where an unenlightened reaction could produce negativity instead. Whether or not we succumb to the darkness of existing in a state of negative reaction is one of life's greatest challenges. Although our quest to return to the light will often be more difficult than I may have made it seem, I feel that the less negativity we bring along with us at the start of our journey, the more likely will be our success. Therefore, I also hope you'll carry this positive thought to strengthen you when life seems at its worst. No matter what personal demon or painful situation you ever have to face in life, the love of God and power of the universe will be there with you. Think of the story of David and Goliath. God may not directly intervene, but He'll always give you what you need to handle it, even if it's only a stone in a sling. And I can tell you from personal experience that even when you're way up on the culpability spectrum, He's still rooting for you. That's what it means to be the source of infinite unconditional love. So, at the core of this method for personally applying the system of quadrality is your examining any situation that requires realignment and then assigning the most appropriate words to describe it. Each word will have energy attached to it, representative of the situation itself. But, as a word, it is easier to associate it with other words whose energies balance with it according to the fundamental rules that are responsible for the existence of the entire universe. To guide you on your way, I have provided you with an assortment of energetic relationships in a number of charts, as well as their application in others. However, to know that they're there isn't enough. I've assembled these dualities, also excerpted in the 4 pathways and their symbolic attributes, not to impress you with the accomplishment, but for you to use. By combining them according to the rules I've provided, you can learn about the energetic nature of the universe for yourself. As I've said before, try to have fun with it. Fun will open you up to the universe's healing power. So, if you prefer, think of this instead as a parlor game I've created called Quadrality. Like Monopoly, Risk, or any similar to them involving a number of players, in your case 1, there are goals to accomplish, opportunities for advancement, and rules to play by. The goal in Quadrality is personal healing. The opportunities are the dualities you're presented with and the quadralities you can create from them. And the rules are God's rules. Pick a duality and explore its energetic nature. Find another duality that can energetically interact with it from either model and combine them according to the appropriate and applicable rules for those models. Learn what works and learn what doesn't, and why. The closer to home you hit with the lessons you learn, the greater the benefit you'll derive. Thus, you'll discover how to make your life more abundant in all ways and have fun in the process. Moreover, the only price of admission is your own willingness and effort. Not only that, but no matter how many play, as long as everyone stays in the game, nobody loses. Till the next time, I'm Leone.